The truth will win, even if it is late. The Bodhisatta was once a canine leader of a sizable pack that resided in a graveyard. On one occasion, the king returned to the palace after dusk after enjoying himself in his own park. As a result, his attendants chose not to stow the harness from his opulent chariot. The king's hounds arrived that evening and destroyed the exquisite leatherwork. The king and his attendants believed that dogs from outside the palace must have entered through the sewer to do this misdeed, since they were certain that no purebred dog would act in such a way. The king, furious, gave the order to put an end to all dogs but his own. Many dogs ran to the cemetery when the city slaughtering started and informed the Bodhisatta of the situation. It must have been the king's own purebred canines, because he was aware that no city dogs could get past the palace walls. He left to meet the monarch after making the other dogs promises that he would save them. He was able to freely roam the city streets and secretly enter the palace by concentrating on the 10 virtues of the character: generosity, patience, truthfulness, etc. The Bodhisatta explained to the king that by ordering some dogs to be spared despite not knowing which ones had actually torn the leather, the king was engaging in the 4 evil paths of partiality, dislike, ignorance, and fear, and that this was unworthy of a king. The king and the Bodhisatta discussed the situation. Knowing the Bodhisatta to be wise, the monarch inquired as to his knowledge of the real offenders, and the Bodhisatta said that it was his own purebreds. The Bodhisatta provided the monarch with the evidence he requested. When the king's hounds puked up pieces of leather, he instructed him to mash up some grass, combine it with buttermilk, and give it to them to drink. The king promised to grant the Bodhisatta the throne after becoming impressed. The Bodhisatta requested that the monarch listen to a speech on morality in its place. When it was ended, the king was so affected that he ordered that no live things ever again be murdered in the realm, and that all canines moving forward be fed the same meal that he did.